again, YouTube. This is SilverBeanie here, bringing you guys week 4 for the UBL Season 2. I am your coach of the Crystal Palossands, SilverBeanie, and we are back for another week in what is going to be an epic showdown. We are here up against the Copenhagen Sawsbucks and Coach Frosted, Rusty Chili, with what is going to be a very scary matchup. They have got an incredible team. They're currently rocking 1 and 2. They've had a rough start. We've managed to pick up a 2-1. So if you missed them in the previous matches, go and check them out. Link to the entire playlist is in the description. Go and check those out before you get any more spoilers. But yeah, we are 2-1 at the moment. We've got 2 wins, 1 loss at the moment. So far we're doing really well. And hopefully we can continue this win streak. Let's say we're currently, like, you guys won't really know this, but we're currently actually battling this like the day before it's due to go live. But Frosted has been away on a trip. And we haven't really been able to sort of schedule time, so it's a little bit frustrating because I've got like 2 weeks to prepare for, like 2 matches to prepare for in the space of like 4 days. So it's like, yeah, great. but we are here. We are ready to roll. We're going to get all connected up here with my opponent shortly. I'm going to quickly break down the team for you guys, let you know what we're bringing, why we're bringing briefly. I'm going to go too into detail. But up first, we have got our Tapu Koko. Our Cuckoo coming back. Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Hidden Power Fire this week with the Assault Vest and rocking U-Turn. My plan isn't necessarily to lead with this thing, but the aim is to keep it alive as long as possible. The reason we're giving it Assault Vest is because obviously the main issue is the Pidgeot. We do naturally outspeed it. However, I do not want it getting any kind of free hits on me or anything like that. Plus, he's got a lot of special mons on his team. In fact, let me break down his team. Well, her team, actually. Not his team, her team. They've got the 6 on the team, but they've also got Diancie, Goodra, Heracross, Katana, Mega Pidgeot, Piloswine, Rotom Wash, which I can also see coming, Silvally, Skuntank, Tentacruel, and Victini. And they're also rocking the Z-Grass. Well, forgot to mention that sooner, but hey-ho, let's do it. So, we've got the Assault Vest on the Coco, so that's going to live some hits and it's going to be awesome. We've also got to bring in Medicham this week. Jasmine is here to play. Jasmine, obviously, with that Mega ability. Fake Out, Bullet Punch, Drain Punch, and Psycho Cut. Pretty much the same set as last week. However, I originally wanted to run Vacuum Wave on this thing. That was my original plan. Because she's got a Katana, like, that literally has like 0 SPDF. A Vacuum Wave does about 60 to 70% minimum to a Katana, which is amazing. But I can't have both Vacuum Wave, Fake Out, and Psycho Cut. You can either have like Vacuum Wave and then 3 other moves, or you can have Fake Out and Psycho Cut and 2 other moves. I can have Drain Punch. Drain Punch is fun. It's an Ultra Sun and Moon move tutor move. But Vacuum Wave is exclusive to Diamond Pearl Platinum, Heart Gold Soul Silver as a move tutor, and cannot learn it any other way. And I was really gutted when I found out because I've been doing a lot of mock battles and a lot of tests with Vacuum Wave. Didn't even think to consider that it can't actually learn it unless you get rid of Fake Out and Psycho Cut. So I figured Fake Out and Psycho Cut were a lot more important than Vacuum Wave, so we put Bullet Punch back on there. It's a bit unfortunate, but Drain Punch still guarantees a KO on the Katana anyway. So should be alright, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Bringing Arcanine back another week as well. Floofy is here. Flare Blitz, Ironhead, Morning Sun, and Toxic. Impish Nature, obviously negative special attack, high defense, and with a Rocky Helmet. It's got a lot of physical hits, especially with that Katana, and Flare Blitz is going to just destroy it. And we've got Toxic and Morning Sun to be able to kind of wither around it. Plus, they have got a Goodra, and I need to be able to poison that thing to get it weakened ASAP. Hammerhead's coming back for another play. This week we are bringing a Jolly Nature Sandforce. Still keeping that Yachi Berry. A Piloswine can take an Ice Shard, but not very well. It literally lives on like 5. So I've decided to give it a Yachi Berry again. This is guaranteed to live on Ice Shard, plus any other Ice types that any of his other mons want to hit me with. And it allows us to get Defogs, Knockoff, U-Turn Initiative, all that kind of shenanigans. So that's the set we are bringing. That. For the first time ever, we are bringing Smarties, who is going to be our shiny Alolan Raichu. Very excited to bring this forward this week. Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Psyshock, and Hidden Power Fire again for that Katana, just so we can hit it really hard on the special side. Thunderbolt does a decent amount, does not quite do enough to KO. Timid Nature with a Psychium Z. You can't really see it, but we are bringing in Psychium Z this week. on this thing. If we can get the opportunity to get Surge Surfer up, we can literally we'll get the terrain up. We can literally outspeed everything plus anything that's scarfed. So very important. And last but not least, Luna is coming back. Luna is too good of a mon not to bring. Doesn't do too well against the Katana, but everything else it can pretty much body. The what's it called? The Pidgeot and the Gudra literally barely can touch it. Unless you get poison off on this thing, it's just going to live forever. So Luna is coming back for another amazing play, and I'm really excited forward. But that's the team. Hope you guys are excited. I'm going to be connected up here with Frosted, and I'll catch you guys on the other side. Alright, we're all back. That was actually kind of a bit of a rushed, but we're all connected and we're all ready to go. And we can see our opponent's team, and I'm actually shocked of the results. No, hold on. They didn't bring the Pidgeot. They brought Diancie. Interesting. I had a suspicious feeling they might, because they recently made the swap for Diancie. But I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it this week. I honestly didn't. But, okay, so they've got the Diancie, and they did bring the Silvala as I expected. No Katana! That's huge! Okay, I don't mind about Vacuum Wave anymore. That's huge! That is actually huge. I'm a little bit annoyed because I did reduce my physical attack on my Medicham a little bit, just so we can guarantee live a Stab Leaf Blade from the Katana. I'm actually stunned that there is no Katana on my screen right now. And instead, how much time I've got? 40 seconds. Let me quickly choose my lead. I think I'm going to stick with my plan. And lead Jasmine. See what they want to do. I expect the Victini to be scarfed. EBA. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I do expect the Victini to be scarfed. Wow. Wow. So they bring the Rotom instead. I did expect the Rotom to come. I really did. Wow, a little bit surprised by that. I was honestly, like, I was positive that Pidgeot was going to come. I can understand why they wouldn't bring it, because obviously I have a Coco, but it was... That's Ghost. That's a really good prep on their side. That's Silvally Ghost right there. I can tell straight away. I can tell that straight away. Oh, it's Psychic. Oh, it's Psychic. I thought it was Ghost. I even put the Ghost one on the layout. I thought that was Ghost. It's Psychic. Why would they do that? Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna be upset. I think I'm gonna just Mega Evolve and Fake Out. I know it's Psychic. Let's see, a Silvally Psychic. Okay. So what's it going to do to me? It can only do about 50-60%, give or take. Drain Punch is going to hurt. It's going to do about 35%. Fake Out should do a nice 25%. He doesn't have a Ghost type. Anything on his team is going to get hurt. I think I'm just safe to... let me make a note, though, so I know it's Psychic. Okay, I'm going to leave the layout because it's pink and it's close enough. So we know it's Psychic. I think I'll just Fake Out. Like, honestly, get some chip damage. We can see how kind of defensive it is. It's kind of obvious that that's what I'm going to do, but, like, at this time, like, I don't see the point in not doing that. I know what item this thing's holding. It's the Psychic type. And I can kind of get a sense for whether it's physically defensive or specially defensive. So we're going to go for the Fake Out. Let's see how much this does. Does nothing. Okay, so he's bulky. Because that should have done about 25%. That did about 80. That did about 15, 20. 80. No, nowhere near. 5. More like 90. It's more likely got about 90% left. That did about 10%, which leads me to believe he is physically bulky. Yeah, definitely. Definitely physically bulky. Okay, so physically bulky does hurt me a little bit more. I have a couple options. I could just go straight into, like, let me have a quick look. I could go straight into Umbreon here. Because Silvally, I know Silvally gets a ton of moves. You know, it's like, so what kind of bug type moves does it It just gets U-turn, doesn't it? Or an X-Scissor. It does get X-Scissor. Wow. What about fighting? Does it get anything decent? Hidden power. I'm not worried about that. So what does an X-Scissor do to me? It will do about 30-40%. If it's physically bulky. If it's physically offensive, sorry. And foul play is going to hurt. But other than that, honestly, other than maybe a parting shot, which I expect it probably wants to do, I think I'm just going to switch into Umbreon. I mean, the only other thing I could do maybe is go to Coco. But Coco's going to get hit hard. Let's just switch into Umbreon. Not even going to think about it too much. Let's make that switch. Let's go to Umbreon. Take that hit. Toxic. Okay, a little bit annoyed, not going to lie, but I'm going to poison this thing as well, which is okay. It does put me on a serious timer though. That it does. A little bit annoyed, but it is what it is. We know it's psychic. So it shows toxic. Okay. Okay. So we know this thing's badly poisoned. A little bit annoyed, but there are worse things. There are worse things it could have done. I mean, to an extent, that is kind of bad because it seriously puts Umbreon now on a timer, and I think I need Umbreon. So I could go for foul play, but I think that's kind of obvious because foul play to this thing is gonna like seriously hurt. Foul play. He's probably gonna parting shot. Actually, that's what he'll do. So I've got to be careful if I make a hard switch. This is where I need U-turn. Why doesn't Umbreon get U-turn? What we could do is just, we could just foul play. Even at -1, we're going to hurt something. What comes in? Probably the Diancie. Let's be real, the Diancie. I'm expecting it to be some sort of bulky. It rocks. Umbreon does not do too well, but it does take a Moonblast if it's physically bulky. Well, if it's bulky. And does nothing to a foul play. He doesn't have, though, a Steel type. I think I might just Toxic myself. But if he stays in, that's going to be really annoying. I don't see him staying in though. Because I hurt this thing so badly. Can easily, like if it's physically bulky, I can easily do about 60-70% of this thing. And he has to parting shot. I'm Toxicking. He has to parting shot. He rests. Is this a Sleep Talk variant? I'm actually stunned. I could seriously just smack this thing in the face. Okay, that's fine now. I'm just going to click foul play now. That's it. The game's on. He obviously just wants to try and stall me out a bit, but I'm max HP, max special defense. I'm going to foul play. I'm not even going to chance it now. I should have done that first, because we would have... Knew that. And there comes the Diancie. Well, we can see how physically bulky it is. Very. I mean, that's going to do nothing anyway, but... actually, I said very. Toxic on this thing would have been amazing. Those leftovers, which is expected. It shows rest on the Silvalo, which is interesting. Very interesting. So it shows lefties on that thing. Okay. Did they have the good? No, they did have the good, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Okay. Diancie now brings some problems. Running a Toxic then. I should have predicted that switch. Should have predicted that. That should have been obvious. This thing can't really do much to me, to an extent. But I think I'm just going to stay in. I'm just going to kind of take the bullet. If it's specially offensive, it does hurt. I do outspeed it naturally. So if it's not speed invested, I should outspeed, which I'll be able to find out. But a Moonblast, at this range, does it tell me how many turns Toxic is? No, it doesn't. Well, maybe it does there. If I click that, no, it doesn't. I'm pretty sure this is turn 3. I'm going to Toxic. We outspeed. We land it. Perfect. Alright, get that thing poisoned. Badly poisoned. It's probably going to set up rocks. Let's see. I don't want to sack off Umbreon though. This is Umbreon's way too important. Heal Bell. Wow. Wow. Heal Bell on the Diancie. I mean, I love it, but that's annoying. Wow. Wow. I should have predicted that. It even says Heal Bell as a standard Diancie set. Okay, now we're on a timer. Oof. I'm not taking another one. Now what do I do? Now what do we do? At the moment, they are definitely got the upper hand. They've got their team fully healed. And we have got Luna, who's one of our best mons. Seriously weak. I need to get a wish and protect off, and I need to get a free turn back in so I can get the poison back to normal. We have made a couple misplays. Toxic. I should have toxic twice, and I should have switched out there. I think we should definitely switch out here because I feel like she's just going to go for a Moonblast. I think against the Diancie, if we go into Coco right now, how much are we doing? Thunderbolt's doing decent damage. Moonblast does hurt though. Medicham obviously cannot take it to save his life. Landorus does do decently well, but if this thing goes for Diamond Storms, poor Arcanine's going to have a hard time. I think what we'll do is we'll go into Coco and see what this thing wants to do, and we'll start smacking some Thunderbolts. If we need to U-turn, if the Palossands comes out, then we'll U-turn. We'll do what we need to do. We need to get out of here. Umbreon's too important to let this thing go down. Far too important. And I've let it get too weak already, which is really bad. He goes straight up for the Moonblast, which I kind of expected. Does a lot. This thing's very much so especially offensive. That did a lot. That did a lot. How much did that do? Took me down to 78. 53%. Yeah. It's definitely physically bulky. Didn't we decide that? Oh no, we haven't seen how. Okay. Back at full health though. I know I can take another one, but Thunderbolt doesn't do a lot. You switch though. Do you switch here? I think you do. I think you switch. I think you switch. I think you switch. But then why would you... I could see the switch coming. I think we should U-turn out. We could go Arcanine, but the problem is if he goes Paloswine... Oh, we've had a rough start to this match. We need to try and bring it back. We can bring it back. We just got to play right. Arcanine can take some Earthquakes from a Paloswine, but it doesn't take too many. Let's do that. Let's U-turn. Withdraws. Yes, that is exactly the turn I wanted to see. Ice Ice Junior. Perfect. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I'm okay with that. We do a little bit of chip damage. Alright. Now we can get back in the driver's seat. So this thing is now here. Medicham, okay, can come in and bop this thing. Absolutely bop it. In fact, nothing on his team, nothing on her team, apologies. Nothing on her team would appreciate it. Even against Diancie, Drain Punch does a good 40-50%, and Bullet Punch is a guaranteed OHKO after that. Against the Rotom, well, this is where we can start bringing it back. That was a really good turn right there for me. How much time I've got? 1 minute. Let me think about this. If it's a defensive Rotom, again, we naturally outspeed unless this thing's scarfed. Drain Punch is a guaranteed 2-hit KO. Against the Silvally, like, I don't think we're doing too much to that thing. No, Silvally is definitely the one thing that can wall us. So we definitely would have to switch there. Probably it'll have to go back out into Luna, I think, at that point. I think that's probably what I'll have to do. Let's do this. Going back into Jasmine. Let's do that. Let's go back into Jasmine. And then the Victini, like, if the Victini comes out, I'm expecting the Victini to be scarfed. I really do. Because out of this entire team, that's the only thing that makes sense to be scarfed, unless you scarf the Rotom. Other than that, I don't see it making sense. Victini, if it is scarfed, it will hurt and it will start destroying something. So I've definitely got to keep Umbreon around. This is why I cannot let it take any more damage. And if he goes... What's the last thing? Goodra. Goodra is the only other thing that's going to be annoying. I reckon it's going to be especially bulky. Medicham does do a decent damage. I think purely for the fact that I need to get the damage off, I think I'm not going to bother faking out. I think I'm just going to straight up go for that Drain Punch. Because unless she's physically bulky, in which case Drain Punch is not going to do as much, and Earthquake is going to hurt so bad. I could fake out just to scout, but I don't want to switch him. I think that's... Would she be physically bulky? I feel like she might because of the amount of like physical pressure Medicham like has. I really don't want to take that much damage on Earthquake. Like Earthquake, like if it's max attack, Adamant, Earthquake can do about 75%. I'm gonna Drain Punch and pray. She withdraws. Okay. Okay. Sylvana comes out. A little bit annoying, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We're gonna go for a Drain Punch and it's gonna do some decent damage. I say decent, that did nothing. Rod. I did about 20%. This thing is now about, yeah, 80. Yeah, I'd say about that. Wow, this thing's definitely physically bulky. Definitely physically bulky. Also the fact that I have a suspicious feeling she's not max speed. I have a suspicion she's not max speed. We are kind of forced to switch here. We are running out of mods. I think I'll go back into Luna, to be honest. If she goes for that Exis, though, then we're in trouble. Because like, Luna cannot take 2 Exis. And I really don't want to lose Luna this early in the game. What do we do here? What do we do? I could go Lando. Lando would be a good switch. We could go Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko is currently sitting at 78% health, though. Doesn't appreciate multi-attack. We've only seen Toxic and Rest, and I really don't want anything else to be poisoned right now. Really don't. That is the last thing I want, is like my team to start being poisoned. Second. Just want to quickly see if Sylvani got a certain move. We'll see what happens. So the Sylvani's back out. I feel like I have to go back into Umbreon. I really do. Let's go back into Umbreon. Let's do it. We kind of have to. I can't let Jasmine get poisoned, get taking these serious hits. It's too important. Let's see what we can do. Parting Shot. I'm okay with that. Kinda. Right, okay. I am okay with that. Probably goes back into the Diancie. It does kind of put me back at square one. Yeah, there comes the Diancie. So good play on their part. Moonblast at this range probably won't kill, actually. I might be able to snag one more turn. We're at 118. Ooh. I feel like they're going to go for rocks, though, predicting me to either switch. Because the problem is they've got Heal Bell, so I can't start poisoning things. But I really don't want them getting rocks up. I need to switch around too much. If they get rocks up, that ruins it. They're gonna go Stealth Rocks. Because they know that Moonblast at this range most likely won't kill. But I have to get Wish. I have to get a Wish off. I'm trying to think. If I do that, then like I'm literally playing stall with myself because they'll just spam Moonblast because I can't outrun their Moonblast and Toxic, so I'll be forced to switch eventually. So the question is, do I switch now? Like that is honestly the play. Do I switch now? Get ahead of the game. We've got one more turn. Oh, this is turn 1 of terrain. Wait, is this right? 4 turns of terrains left? 1 turn left, sorry. So I think that is the play. Raichu will do nothing, but it will take some serious damage. I guess I could go Lando, but then that kind of just basically says, hey, Rotom, come on out. I'm going to go an Arcanine. I actually am, and I'm actually kind of maybe regret this. I'm going to go Arcanine. If she goes Diamond Storm or has... I don't know if she has Diamond Storm. I feel like she's going to have Stealth Rocks and something else. But I don't think... Their body's irrelevant. Goes for the Moonblast. This should do about 25%. I did a lot more than that. I did a lot more than 25%. How much did that do? 7. Wow, I did nearly 35%. Moonblast should not have done that much. So she's got to be modest. Even so, that shouldn't have done that much. That has to be like a mega high roll. Like, that has to be some serious high roll, because that should not have done nowhere near that much. No way near. Has to be modest then. Has to be modest nature. Wow. Okay, well, that kind of plays around things a little bit. I think I'm probably better off just going for Ironhead. I need to start smacking things and getting things weakened big time. I can't have things resting in my face. If she switches and probably goes, what? Rotom? Actually, Rotom probably would be the best switch here. Ironhead does about 5%. And in which case then we're back at square one. Where do we switch? Probably go back into Rotom. Heal Bell on the Diancie was a great bring, actually. I didn't see that coming. Did not see that coming. Let's go for the Ironhead. They stay in. Can we get a crit? Bench. Yes! That is what we needed just then. We needed that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, that puts this thing seriously so not worth it now. Okay, this thing's at about 20%. Perfect. The flinch, that's huge. Flare Blitz, does Flare Blitz kill at this range? Okay, if it's... It has to be modest, has to be max special attack. There's no way the Moonblast could do that much being leftovers. No way. It just doesn't make sense. Flare Blitz is the best play. Even, like, what if they switch into the Victini? Flare Blitz is still our best play. We will take some serious damage, but compared to everything else that can come in, like, the only other thing that can really probably take it better is the Palossands. But Flare Blitz should do about 25%. And looking at where it is, like, this should do anything between 20 and 24.8, so about 20 odd %. It looks like she is literally, she's in the red, even if she was out of the red. Like, if she was at 21, yeah, 21% brings her back into yellow. She's in the red. She has to be, she can't be physically bulky, she has to be either especially bulky or max HP, max special attack. Do I do it or do I just Ironhead? Because Flare Blitz guarantees a kill. Should. They're not going to just sack this thing, are they? I'm Ironheading. I'm not going to chance it. They withdrew. I knew it. Washington. Yeah, it's going to do about 5%. It's literally going to do about 5%. Not even that. Leftovers. Rocky Helmet. Okay, that's good to know. Rocky Helm. Alright, that's good to know, it's good to know. Okay. I mean, a Flare Blitz would have done about 20%, but still. I think we have to go Umbreon. Yeah, we go Umbreon here, 100% of the time. Yeah. Hydro Pump, we eat. Volt Switch, we eat. Like, she probably will just Volt Switch. Most likely. But this might actually be a really long match. I mean, we're 20. Like, I know we had that kind of like 5-10 minutes at the start, but we're already like 20 odd minutes into the battle and nothing's happened. Nothing's happened. I'm trying to get better, guys. I'm trying to be quicker with my plays, but yeah, there goes the Volt Switch. Knew that was coming. Knew that was coming. Good play. Goes back out to Diancie. Yeah, there it is. Now, the Diancie has rest. This thing becomes a problem. It does become a problem. Arcanine has taken some serious damage. So, what do I do here? If I can't take this thing down, I'd have to go into something that hits harder. Now, she's only shown Moonblast and Heal Bell. She's shown nothing else yet. So, what do I do? My team, like 50% of my team is at 50% and below. I can't let any more Pokemon go down that high. If I go into Arcanine, like who's currently sitting at 85, 51%, Moonblast is going to hurt. And if she goes for a Diamond Storm, then that kills. That will kill. I could go into Lando. Rocks are still not on the field, which is amazing. If I go Lando, Moonblast is going to hurt big time. And Knockoff does not kill. What I need is a free switch. Do I just sack Luna at this point? Like how good is Luna at this range? As long as the Diancie can keep coming in, Luna is just not useful. He really isn't anymore, which really sucks because Luna's like one of my win cons. I need Luna. Really do, but at this point, how much do I need her? At this point. I am going to Toxic. Land it. We're going to Toxic that thing. She'll probably go for Heal Bell. Yeah. So she's going to take out the Umbreon. But at this point, it's... Unfortunately, Umbreon has lost its Mega value. So Umbreon sadly does die. This doesn't get any kills this turn. So Umbreon dies to Moonblast from the Diancie. Which does suck, but... Okay. Okay. So, I think Medicham is the play. The Medicham kind of just brings in the Silvally. What I need to do... I wish Medicham got Shadow Claw. Like this thing, that Medicham would have become so much better. I can't safely go into Tapu Koko while the Palossands still around. I guess I could go Lando, but then with the Rotom still kicking, that kind of negates that one. And with the Arcanine, again, that just brings in the Rotom. We are definitely in a tricky spot. I think, again, I just go... The thing is, right, so I go Jasmine, which is the Medicham. She goes into Silvally. Then what do I do? What do I do then? Because the thing is, I don't want to become predictable. Damn it. How well does Lando take a hit from the... Okay, let's do that. We're going to try and make a play here, and this is either going to really work for us, or it's going to literally flop us and make us lose the game. Do I just think about it? Because what I'm thinking is right now, in their mind, I'm probably going to fake out, and then we'll probably just smack them in the face. So what I'm thinking is if I hard switch into Lando right now, and they hard switch into Silvally to take whatever hit's coming. Because they're probably either going to Heal Bell, predicting me to switch, or do I just literally smack them in the face to try and get rid of them now? Problem is, this Diancie is a problem, and I have to get rid of it ASAP. 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 I think I just go for Drain Punch. I think that's my best play. Because I need to make sure I get damage. Okay, cool. We're going to get rid of this thing. Yes. Yes. I'm happy. I'm happy. Brilliant. So, the Medicham kills Diancie with Drain Punch. Perfect. I'm happy with that. The Diancie is gone. Okay. I'm happy with that. I'm happy. That's great. It's just saying that Umbreon's gone, because then that would have helped us out. But it's fine. We're not getting 6-0 today, guys. It's not happening. 30 minutes left of the match. This is where everything's going to change. I'm hoping, guys, I can get better and get quicker matches for you guys. I really am hoping. It will happen. One of these matches will happen like that. It'll be like 25 minutes long. But, you know. So, they are probably going to go back into Silvally. The Silvally is the only thing really that kind of scares me out. There's a multi-attack, which is obviously stab, psychic, especially if it's physically offensive, like adamant or even... yeah, it's going to hurt. It's going to do about 50%. If the Victini comes out, I have to go Arcanine. Speaking of which, that looked like it was in a Cherish Ball. It looked very red. I think that's leading me to believe it's got the Bolt Strike, you know, Recreate shenanigans. I think all Victinis are in Cherish Balls anyway, so that's just a assumption. A Medicham, like a fake out from a Medicham, does about 20%, which is decent. We do speed tile this thing, and I can't safely stay in. I want to go Arcanine. We don't do enough to kill. So, like, if we had Umbreon right now, that would have been amazing. But, you know. We got Lando. Lando is really the only one that can kind of take a hit, but V-Create does smack everything up, and it smacks everything up big time. Arcanine, honestly, is the best switch that I have. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. No, that's the wrong thing. We just have to switch to Arcanine. Let's go to Floofy. And we're going to let's try and get a Morning Sun off. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to Arcanine. Let's get a Morning Sun off. Because I reckon she'll either try and smack us in the face with some sort of really good move. We're going to get the Intimidate off, which is nice. Blue Flare. That's going to do nothing. Oh, it's special! Blue Flare is special, isn't it? Oh my god, that ruins everything. Blue Flare is special. Wow, a special Victini. Great prep. Great prep. They've really turned themselves around because they had a rough start to the league, and they're now really turning themselves around. I'll get my words eventually. I will get my words eventually. Wow, so Blue Flare. Wow. I don't have E-Speed either. What I need is a miracle that they miss Blue Flare. That's what I need right now. I mean, do I need Arcanine at this point? Honestly, no, but I'd like to have it. This thing's definitely got to be specially. This thing's got to be Timid Nature as well. Timid. We were at about 50%. Blue Flare. I think Specs. Wonder if it's Specs. I'm going to Morning Sun. Miss! Come on! 85% accurate move! I miss more Toxics than that. Damn it. Dies to Blue Flare from Victini. Damn it! Damn it. So 2 mons down, but the game's not over yet. Game's not over yet. So we could go Lando right now. Blue Flare is going to do a nice amount of damage, but it shouldn't kill. If it's Specs, it will. It will. Just it will. But if I knock off, then that's gonna reduce it. Plus, we naturally outspeed unless he is staffed, and if he's staffed, then we'll know, and we'll be able to deal with it. And then once it's lost its scarf, then we'll outspeed. I think that's the play. I think that's close. Let's go Lando. Let's go Lando and let's smack a knockoff. That's what we're gonna do. And we'll be able to tell right now whether or not this thing is scarfed or Specs. If it's Specs, we'll outspeed and we'll knock it off, and in which case Blue Flare is going to do, well, it's going to do about 50%. But that's 60%. And if it is Specs, then yeah, if it's Specs, then it's going to do about 50%. And if it's scarfed, then it's going to do... Either way, we're just going to find out right now. Let's knock off. Plus, we can get rid of anything else that wants to come in. He's going to withdraw. That's fine. That's great. That is really great. Goes into Washington, get rid of the knockoff. Perfect. What are you holding? Rocky Helmet. We'll get rid of that. Decent damage, and we get rid of the Rocky Helm. Beautiful. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. We can U-turn out of here. But before we do that, let's figure out what we're going to do first. So, Umbreon has now gone. Who is my best switch in right now? I mean, what is she going to do, to be honest? Against Malando, like Hydro Pump. Actually, yeah, she's going to Hydro Pump. That's what she. Running out of mons because I don't have any more. My walls have now gone. Floofy, my physical wall's gone, and Luna, my special wall has now gone. We are definitely in a tricky spot. I need Coco to come out for free, and then Smileys to come out for free. I think I don't have to go into Coco. No, that's right. Coco gonna take a lot of damage, and I mean a lot. With that Palossands still kicking around, I can't safely start smacking things. I have to go for U-turn. It's the only thing I can do to this thing. U-turn's going to do about 18%, and then I have to go and tap a Coco. Have to. The only thing I can hope and pray is that she goes for Volt Switch. And then I can click U-turn. Let's do that. Let's do it. If she Toxics, then we're in trouble. But let's hope not. Let's go and Coco Chew. Why did I hard switch? I should have U-turned. Idiot! One absolute idiot I am. Absolute idiot. Absolute idiot. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, but still. One idiot. Okay, well, here comes Paloswine, I'm expecting, or Victini. In fact, Victini, honestly, can just start wrecking through my team. Here it comes. This thing's scarfed. There's no way you bring this thing in against a Tapu Koko unless this thing is scarfed. 100% scarfed. 100%. Now, this is where the Victini is going to be able to pick up some W's. Because I don't know if I can deal with this thing. Tapu Koko, Blue Fair, yeah, it smacks me in the face. It smacks me big time. I have to let this thing go down, and I have to bring in Raichu. Raichu take you out? No. Wow, Raichu really can. And SEAKINGS is not helping me either this week. Damn it. Damn it. What do I do here? I'm really stumped. We were on such a good roll the last couple of weeks, and this week we're just having a stumping. Now, the fact that she switched when Lando came out leads me to believe that it's not Scarf, it's Specs. But I can't not Thunderbolt. I kind of have to, because I can't afford to keep switching around. Because I haven't got any more safe switch-ins. I really don't. We just have to Thunderbolt and hope we can get an we outspeed. No, it's Scarfed. It's confirmed. It's Scarfed. Can we live? Nope. Right, we know it's Scarfed. I had a feeling it was, but I just didn't think it was because she didn't stay in against the Lando. Fear maybe that I was Scarfed, but now I know that that's Scarfed. That changes things. That does change things. So now, great, Coco dies to Blue Flare. And honestly, at this range, it's going to be a Victini sweep. I don't know what else I can do to smack it back. I've just had a rough week this week. We can bring it back in future weeks, but this week is just not our week, which is really annoying. I was really confident about this week, and it's just it hasn't helped that I prepped this match like a week ago, and I've had to kind of like refresh my memory, and it's just not helped. Really annoying, really gutting as well. I think I just have to go Lando. Blue Flare kills. Oh, it's less Specs. Scarf. 138. How much time have I got? 30 seconds. 138, which is 83%. I think that's what I have to do. I have to go Hammerhead. I have to go for Earthquake. As much as I want to click Knockoff, I have to go for Earthquake. I have to. I know this thing's Scarfed, and this thing has to be max special attack. Earthquake should kill. If she goes Rotom, I hard switch, I just U-turn out. And this time I actually click U-turn, you know? Idiot. Let's Earthquake. She withdraws, goes into Victini. That's annoying. Yeah, there's the Levitate. How many terrain turns are left actually? 2. Okay, we have to get into Raichu whilst we still can. Whilst we still can, and whilst we still can get the benefits of the terrain. Because otherwise, after that, Raichu just becomes pointless. Let's just click the U-turn. Let's just do it. What I want to see is, thinking that I'm Scarfed, I want them to hard switch out, which they don't. They stay in. Decent damage there. Take it down to about 50%. Thunderbolt, though, in the terrain, should kill. Let's do it. We should get 1 turn of terrain. The Volt Switches. We'll get 1 turn of terrain. So the Victini comes out, I'm assuming, because it's Scarfed. And we'll get 1 turn of terrain, so we can go for a Thunderbolt and get some nice big damage off. That's all we can do. We just need damage. That's what we need. We just need damage, 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 damage. I'm expecting maybe the Palossands. Yeah, there's the Palossands. Palossands actually makes most sense, because I can't actually do anything to this thing. The best thing I can do is go for a SEAKINGS, but it will not kill. And an Earthquake is a guaranteed. SEAKINGS will do about 60%. But then afterwards, it's literally just a case then that they'll probably just sack off the Palossands because I'll go into... How can I play this out? I'm trying to think ahead now. So I go for SEAKINGS, let's say I do 50%. They just click Earthquake, take me out. I then go into Hammerhead. I guess Hammerhead's my best option. Because Jasmine doesn't do enough. Like, there's no way I can win this now. I haven't got enough bulk to support all these things that are hitting me hard, and I can't take out that Victini. Wasn't that weak. It is what it is. Wasn't that weak. I think the best thing I can do is... What is this thing? It's going to Ice Shard or something. It's going to Earthquake. It surely is going to Earthquake. No way does the Ice Shard. Do I make the play and go into Lando? Do I make the play? Then I don't do anything back. I don't do anything good back. Let's just stay in. Let's Psychic. And let's Scatter Side Shock. Let's do it. We're going to Z. It's going to do literally about 50-60%. If we can get a crit, game changer. Game changer. Big time. But it won't matter. Will not matter. I've really wanted to use the Z move for for 4 weeks now. We're finally using it and it's literally just not worth it. Oh, we get the crit, but it didn't do enough. Ah! Anyhow, you're not max attack. Even if you're not, you're still KOing. I mean, that's huge. It's a game changer. Not quite as much as I wanted it to be, but I'll take that. Dies to EQ from Palossands. That was decent damage. Takes it down to about 20%. I guess now I can just go Medicham. And I can just click Drain Punch. Yeah. I think that's the best thing I can do. Because I think Victini surely... Does Victini kill Medicham with Blue Flare? Yeah, it does a lot. And Drain Punch does nowhere near enough. I think that's the best thing I can do. Go Medicham and just click Drain Punch. I mean, she'll probably save this thing. She has enough mons. There's no way she'll just sack this off. I'll be shocked if she does. I can go Lando, but I feel like Lando is the only thing I can do to try and pull this back, but I just can't. But I know I need Medicham to handle that Rotom. I mean, the Joedor as well, but the Joedor, like, hasn't even entered the battlefield yet. The Joedor I can handle. It's literally just the Victini. Once the Victini's gone, I can handle everything else easily. Just that Victini. Do I just go into Lando, take the Ice Shard, and I guess I just click knock off. Let's do that. We're just going to click knock off, thinking maybe she'll switch. And we can just get some decent damage off. I'm just going to do that. I think that's the better play. Let's knock off. Probably Ice Shard, but we'll take it. Yeah, there it is. So the Yachi Berry comes into play. I think this is the better play for us. Decent damage. Yachi Berry is weakened. We're going to go for knock off. That should kill. Yes. Anyhow that didn't, I would have actually screamed. Sweet. So we get rid of that. That's nice. So Landorus kills Paloswine with knockoff. Washington comes out. So it looks like it's probably going to be a 4-0 at this point. Because I don't think, without an item, we are doing enough. I do not think we're doing near enough. That about 50%. We were doing about 20% with U-turn and stuff, so it leads me to believe it's got some bulk, but not quite a lot. U-turn, honestly, is the best move we can go for, but I just have to go for knockoff, I think. All I can do is hope and pray she misses Hydro Pump. We're just going to kick knockoff. That's literally all we're going to do. I have to hope and pray she maybe goes for Volt Switch, thinking I'm going to switch. But I'm clicking knockoff. And I have to hope and pray I can either score a crit, or she switches. Or she misses. We can. We're not going to be able to claw this back and pull it out of victory. It's just not going to happen. But what we can do is there's nothing. Hydro Pump miss. No. We haven't had a lot of hacks luck. This. I mean, other than the flinch and the crit, that's literally it in terms of hacks luck. We've had nothing. No, like the toxic didn't miss. You know, that didn't miss. The 2 blue flares haven't missed. Or 3 actually. They've gone for 3 now technically. The Jasmine comes out. Jasmine's literally now all on her own. Poor love. We're just going to spam Drain Punch. It's the best thing we can do. It smacks everything hard, and it's the only thing we can do that can pick up some kills if we ever can. But yeah, she can easily just switch and go into anything she wants. Goes into Silvally, okay. Drain Punch literally is going to eat this, especially if it's physically bulky. But it's the best thing we can do. I probably should have faked out actually, because fake out would have done that a little bit extra chip damage actually. That was a bad play, but oh well. We guarantee we'll take 1 hit from this thing. But it'll most likely actually that's exactly what they'll do. They're parting shot. That's exactly what they'll do. Let me just check. Body Punch doesn't do a little bit more. No, no. Drain Punching. I know that's exactly what they'll do. They'll parting shot. Can we get a crit? No. They'll parting shot. And then they'll go into Victini and then that'll be the game. Terrible. Oh. That might kill. No, it won't. No, it won't. We're going to Drain Punch again. It'll guarantee that we can take 1 more. I would have thought they're parting shot. That would have been by far the better play. They show Shadow Ball as their last move. So they didn't even have stab on their psychic type Silvally. Alright. They're gonna switch. Here comes Victini. Can we get like a mega almighty crit? It's not though. But can we get something like that? That'd be amazing. Ugh. Does nothing. Does nothing. And that's GG. Nothing we can do. There is nothing we can do. It just wasn't our week. It just wasn't our week. I apologize that this is almost an hour for you guys. I really, really do. I will try my best to make these matches a lot quicker for you. I really will try my best. But you can just click anything and it will just take us out. Doesn't even have to click blue flare to, like, for the chance to miss. Literally a bolt strike will kill. Which didn't have enough bulk to support us, and I let my walls go down too early. So I've definitely learned from this match. I like to think I've learned. Whether or not I'll show that in future weeks is another question. But I think the whole thing with preparing for 2 matches back to back has just kind of muddled me up, because I've got another team like this already set up, literally, that I'm preparing for tomorrow. We might actually live that. We do. Wow. Can we get a crit? Nope. So it's I'm just gonna go for Bullet Punch now on the off chance we can just get a nice juicy Omega crit. Like, out of curiosity, how much does Bullet Punch do? Literally nothing. But you know what? For the lols, let's click it. Yeah. So that's game. Nothing else we can do. There is nothing else we can do, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. But we do pick up our second loss. So we're now 2-2, as are they. So it kind of evens it out. But we pick up a 4-0 loss, which is really unfortunate. I felt like we had a really good, strong matchup. Not seeing the Katana or the Pidgeot threw me completely. They definitely bought the right team, so props to them. I was convinced that Katana was coming. That was going to be scarfed because it was like a perfect answer. Coco. And to many of my mons, but no, they brought the perfect team. They did really well with their picks. So props to them. Definitely make sure you go and check them out. Links in the description. Definitely make sure you guys show them some love. But there we go, guys. We're gonna pick up another loss. I've got to get this video edited and ready to roll because it goes up in about 20 hours, less than. So I got to get that ready. But we will have another battle for you guys next week. Next week we are going up against, let me pull up the stats for you, the Baltimore Oriolus and Coach Choice CJ. And in fact, I'll be having their match like tomorrow. So, yay! Yay me! Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. But with that, I'm going to get out of here. I'm SilverBeanie. I'll catch all y'all beautiful people next time.